habit of not showing the warm-up process of how these lifts actually begin, because it's not negligible. Like, I don't just run up and start doing a heavy set of like machine dips or something. There is kind of a preset process, but usually I just kind of glance over it because there's not much to see. Right? So triceps is first. This is really all I'm going to do. So this is 17.5 pounds or so. Enough where I can, feel some tension. I feel like I'm squeezing, but not so much that I'm like, well, I mean, you get the gist of warming up, right? Start with something light, gradually get yourself exposed to heavier and heavier weight. And then once you're ready, do whatever that first working set ends up being. But not much of a intricate warm-up necessary for triceps. Really, it's just kind of, I mean, if I was starting with rope pushdowns, I could just do light rope pushdowns. A few sets of like 20, 30, 50, whatever, until I feel like I'm ready to actually, start working set number one. But what I'm not trying to do is tire myself out. This is not work, right? These are not working sets. Even though I'm doing reps, it's purely for the sake of warming up my elbows, my triceps, everything else, so that when I do set number one, I can pick a reasonable weight and not hurt myself from being cold, right? But I think we get the gist of what a warm-up is. So I'll camp out here for a minute, and then we can start set number one. Started last triceps, or the last arm day, with heavy tricep dips. So let's basically flip that approach upside down. Start with some light-ish squeezing crossbody extensions. And I say light-ish because, like, I can feel it. 30 pounds with one arm, that's not zero. But it is enough where I'll be able to manage pretty controlled reps and really feel my triceps kind of loosen up as I come to the stretch position. Yeah. Oh. 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 Okay. One more at least. Okay. Let's go do some rope extension, but basically the same style of set. And I'm not even talking a heavy rope set. This is only half the stack. So the stack goes up to 97, basically 95, 47 and a half. So actually this is even lighter weight than I was just doing over there with that kind of crossbody extension. But I can squeeze so hard at the bottom and build up a lot of fatigue down here that, I mean, by rep 10, I don't want to underestimate my strength, of course, but let's just say I'm not going to be doing 30 reps here. No. 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 Okay. Whoa, fuck. Yeah. One more of those, and then I think the dip machine is calling my name. Oh my god, okay. Holy crap. Yeah. Let's go do some machine dips next. And honestly, if those are two good sets, I might just call tries at 6. I think this will be a perfect alternative because the machine's occupied. So instead, let's just make this happen right here. Oh my god, okay. All right. I think the dip machine's open now. Let's do one finisher with the dips, and then I think it'll be time to curl something. No. 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 Oh my god, okay. Oh. All right. Let's grab some dumbbells. Whew. So I was almost tempted by habit to start with a really heavy set of regular dumbbell curls, standing, alternating. But, you know, as much as I like that, sometimes, which I do, I'm not saying I don't, I think it's a little much because 2 sets of like a heavier or whatever you're capable of curling, 2 sets of like as heavy as you can go for 8 or 9 or so, it's not just pure bicep. I mean, you're kind of used in your traps. I mean, I can feel my upper back gets a little sore after a day of like basically just curling too heavy. So instead, I think I want to start with something a bit more isolated. So bent over concentration curls, plus a strap to keep my forearm out of it. Absolutely perfect. Right side first, then left side, since my right bicep's a little bit behind. So if I hit failure here, but I could get maybe an extra 2 reps here, I just call it and match them. So this one gets the same amount of work. But so with these, I like doing some self-assistance, which honestly, I feel like I should be asking for some more assisted sets during these lifts. It's been a little while since I've done any, but with a movement like this or a preacher, it's so easy to literally help yourself. So, you know, if I get 11 good ones and I can barely get to here, I can do an extra 5 by giving myself some assistance to the top and then ride in the negative. So that's my plan, and then we'll go from there. Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Those were a good 3. Let's move on to something a little more squeeze focused, I think. So I should be doing this more, but there's just not an awesome area to do it over there by those free weights. But it's doing a regular curl. And instead of standing up, put your foot in front of you and then lean your ass into a wall. So really it's just a mitigation of swinging. So not too heavy. I'm just going to do the 85, but these are going to be very squeeze focused. Like I'm not just going to be burning out reps and building fatigue like that. Like I want like a momentary like at the top of every rep. So I think some kind of song from Lamb of God will get me going, and then make this shit happen. Yeah, there we go. And then slightly wider grip than what I would do with like an easy bar, because I kind of have to, I sort of have to make up for the fact that my wrists don't like to be bent here, right? So if it's a straight bar, I got to kind of jump out a little more. But I feel a lot of outer biceps, so I like this. Good way to change it up. All right. Okay. Oh. One more exactly like that. Okay. Oh my gosh. I think that is it. Let's just turn this freaking camera around. Pose down right here. All right. Arms complete. Very quickly too. That was, well, I can't even remember. Let's just try to pose down. I don't want to lose any blood flow that I've already gained arms wise, but reasonably sweaty, which isn't just because I went extra hard. The sweatshirt will do that to you. It's literally in the freaking name. But let's get this exposure down just a touch. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the freak factor has finally flipped around into the upswing. So no longer do I feel as though I'm getting flatter and smaller as I diet down. Now, the leaner I get, the bigger I'm gonna look, especially if I can pumped up during these pose downs, because extra leanness, anyway, there, a little background character back there, but the extra leanness is now making my proportions crazier, right? So instead of just, you know, more abs per se, now it's like actually smaller waist, bigger looking arms, veins and striations all over the place. So no point just freaking talking about it. We're looking right at it. So let's just run through a couple classics here. If that thing will stop bugging out. Let's, right. There we go. All right. Oh. 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 Oh my goodness. All right. So after one more obligatory, most muscular, yeah, I think it's time for us to get out of here. Let's freaking roll. Arms